Yo yo yo, it's your friendly neighborhood asshole here, Safex, and this class is just too nice that you're seeing Quarian male engineer with grenade capacity 5, and it's basically easy mode against any faction. Um, Making this video just to help out some of you guys who want to get the your squad goal for this week, Reaper game where you have to extract at least one player on gold. And I'm also doing this for any future game where there's a gold versus the Reapers, or if you just want to play against more Reapers or any other faction and you want to actually take advantage of this character. So basically, this guy right here is the master of tech burst. I'll bring up the character build at the end, but I'm pretty sure I have it memorized. I have no points on fitness. That's because his 3 powers are all insanely important and they need to be maxed, and then I just like to max the passive ability to make those powers even better. So don't need any points on fitness, though if you want some, you definitely don't need to max tactical scan or his passives if you want to get 3 or 4 points on fitness. So to begin, arc grenade. It's amazing. I'm saying all this before the Earth DLC comes out, so I don't know what how good the multi-frag grenade is going to be, but right now this is definitely the best grenade in the game. It blows up on impact. It can have a 10.4 meter radius. That is insanely wide. It basically hits anything. Like, I mean, 10 meters, that's really, really large. That's what she said. And then the key to the arc grenade is sitting off the tech burst. So when you're making your character, you definitely want to pick the electrical damage. It does 40% extra damage over time. So for 10 seconds, if I hit any enemy that's affected for the arc grenade, that's going to set up a tech, or it's going to set off a tech burst. And these things, it's basically like a chain overload. That's it right there. Right bumper, left bumper. And that would happen right there again, but the arc grenade actually killed the brute. And then another key to this class is using disruptor rounds. So whenever I shoot somebody and then hit him with an incinerate, it's also going to set up another tech burst. Now it won't be nearly as powerful as an arc grenade one, but it's still not necessarily mandatory, but it's really good. And then for tactical scan, actually I'll go back to the arc grenade. So I pick radius, electrical damage, and then I pick armor damage because I mainly use this guy against the Reapers. But if you're playing against the Geth a lot, you could definitely go with shields and barriers. I don't use that for another reason. That was horrible talking. I don't use shields and barriers also because I'm pretty sure the arc grenade is basically an MP grenade, so it has a lot of damage against shields already, just like the Rieger has massive damage against shields, and just like how the Flamer already does well against armor. So you can definitely stack it, but it's a better choice to go the armor direction. As for incinerate, I do radius, just in case there's like 2 guys standing next to each other. I can get them both with the incinerate, and they'll both get hit by the tech burst. And then I do burning damage. Damaging over time is definitely a common theme with a lot of my characters. And then I do armor damage because shield is glitched out, and you definitely want to do armor damage for incinerate. And another key to this character is playing on maps with 2 grenades. This is one of them. Ghost is, I believe, the only non-DLC one. And then Goddess and Jade. Those 4 maps all have 2 grenades in the crate. On gold difficulty, and there goes Cobra, just totally nerding out on magic. But yeah, this guy is just, if you're wondering if I just contradicted myself, there is a grenade cart, or whatever you want to call it, an ammo box on each map that has only 1 nade in it, I think, and that's 1 right there on that left side. And another thing, on this map, you don't want to hold the area we're sitting at. We were only back here because the Sorry Jessica on our team was pretty much sitting on the landing zone, and if we had left, it would have just been like no teamwork at all. I mean, look, he had the bubble here the entire game, so we chose to compromise and stay back here. And then he gets picked up, and I save his life. Basically, you know that meme, you know, nerf all the things or buff all the things. I do all the things. Having 5 thermal clip packs will definitely be a good thing. Those grenades will run out. I mean, earlier I played a game where I had 10 tech kills in the first wave, but I only had like 3 nades left. It was on Glacier, so that's not usually the best call. You know, you wanna, I have to say 2 to 3 nades per wave, and constantly refilling them is a good choice. You never want to use all 7 unless it's, you know, wave 10 or wave 6 where it's targets, or you have to hold the line. You gotta, it's getting intense. I mean, right there, that's not a very good nade choice. But yeah, back to the tech burst. I'm pretty sure that when a tech burst occurs, it's like chain overload, where if you hit one guy with overload, it goes to 2 other guys. I'm pretty sure that's what happens, and you can set them off much faster than body explosions, and I have to say they're arguably easier right here. Every time I hit something with Incinerate, everything in this area is getting hit by tech burst, and it's just damage over time, and everything's dead. You only saw like 2 enemies, but there was like a good 6 kills right here. I mean, up on this ledge, I'm untouchable. This is just domination, and I mean the Cryse, I don't even use this weapon that much. I was just using Paladin earlier, and I think it's a much better choice. You know, I get to have 200% recharge, and I mean, I don't need this slow firing sniper rifle. I mean, of course the Cryse is extremely good, but I think a light pistol is definitely the best choice, because you want to have as many incinerates as possible. But yeah, at this point, you know, during the devices objective, don't just follow the guy. Actually, let me rephrase that. If it's like on Glacier and it's wave 10, there's banshees everywhere, there's one of 2 ways to do the devising wave. You have the one guy roam by himself, and hopefully he'll never catch your attention. But if you have 4 characters that are probably going to get aggro, you need to run it as a group, and you basically hold the line. You treat it like an upload, and you have your missile out, and if the guy's about to, you know, if the Banshee's getting too close, missile the Banshee, you know. It's always a good, I don't know what to call this, train of thought, I guess, to just have your missile out on wave 10. That's definitely a good idea. I mean, right there, we just got 3 waves survived. That's, you don't see that too often with a random pickup game. Actually, I do have Wrathany. I think this is one of the first times he played a game without going down. I might go down there in the extraction wave, but we'll see. So right there, I think you might be able to see a little blue stream come out of the Husk's body, and that hit everything in the area. Of course, he didn't kill anything with it, but anything that's doing damage and it's, you know, not hard to do is a good thing. And this is one of those classes, you know, I hardly ever see somebody use Quarian male engineer, and this could easily be one of my main characters now. I mean, I just got on-screen triple incinerate. You don't see that every day. There's a quad feed incinerate. You don't see that every day. I mean, this is probably the best non-soldier, non-infiltrator. I mean, this is a top 5 class, and in the right hands, you know, the best class. And I'd have to say my hands are right. Quick question for the people out there actually play this game. I've noticed a lot of people on the forums say, you know, they can't, not necessarily that they can't play all of the characters, but they say, you know, my Vanguard or my Adept doesn't like, you know, a nerf or something like that. I feel more than comfortable playing with every single character in the game. I mean, whether it be any of the, you know, standard humans, any Krogan, any Quarian, any Asari, I can easily go on to gold against Cerberus or Reapers and, you know, play one of these 2 characters. I mean, is that how you guys feel? Are you guys that comfortable? I sure am. I mean, even the human male infiltrator, I hardly use the character, but it's just any infiltrator, you know. Use cloak right before you shoot, and you have damage bonus. Cryoblast debuffs armor, and, you know, makes move slower. And then sticky grenades. Your ammo bonus actually applies to the sticky grenade. I didn't know that. It's a pretty solid class, but I think the other infiltrators destroy it. But yeah, let me know if y'all can't play the other characters. I'm quite curious, to be honest. I mean, at this point, I've lost my shields only 3 times. It's just, the Reapers are so overrated. The only thing, one of the key things I'd have to say with the Reapers is, actually, you know, before I go into that, I just forgot about tactical scan. I use weapon damage because I specifically use it on Banshees, and power damage isn't that important because they can soak up basically every single power once they lose their Banshee or their barrier, so you want to do more weapon damage. And then I do movement speed because, well, Reapers can't really get headshotted. Tactical scan, movement speed, or headshot damage is really good for Phantoms. Either one is good, but movement speed is probably the best overall. And then I do the extra 10% because, like I said, when I'm fighting Reapers, if I see a bunch of enemies, I'm not going to take the time to scan the Banshee. I'm just going to start throwing arc grenades, and then I'll kill everything, and then by the time the Banshee makes it out, I'll scan her and finish her off. I just find that to be the fastest possible way to kill a spawn of enemies. But yeah, area scan's good too. I wish the initial scan lasted for a few more seconds. I definitely use it. I mean, it does last for 46 seconds, but the area scan only lasts for about 3 or 2 seconds. I wish that lasted over 5. I'd probably use it on both my Quarians. But yeah, this class, I mean, you saw how I went right down there. You saw how I went down right there. That freaking Banshee bomb just came after me. So yeah, back to what I was saying. One of the biggest keys to the Reapers is just hearing where the Banshees are. I play with, you know, one of the best headsets possible, and I can hear the Banshees screaming, teleporting across the map. I've noticed a lot of people probably don't play with their volume loud enough, and they get stabbed in the back a lot. If you know where the Banshee is, getting stabbed will happen a lot less. And this is another thing that is underrated, or I don't know why I said another thing. Marauders and Cannibals absolutely carry the Reapers. Pretty much the biggest key to them is not getting crossed by the Ravagers, Cannibals, or Marauders. If you're at an angle where you're only fighting Brutes and Banshees, the Reapers are the easiest faction. Dagger, if you have everything come up top, and the Ravagers are still slow as hell behind, or down low, and the Marauders are camping below the base, the Reapers are easy, like 27-minute, you know, gold mission. Easy 75k points. But if you play a map like this, or, you know, Ghost, and you're just sitting out in the open, you're not killing the Ravagers quick enough, those 3 missiles and those face down 27s will put a hurting on you. And then the combination of that and Brute swiping at you and Banshee warp bombs, you know, you're gonna go down. So just always know where those Ravagers are. I mean, like this right here. This is a situation where I need to run away. I just got Banshee bombed. There's a Ravager. Just get out of the situation. If you see the 3 blue lights from the Ravager, that means you need to run. And use your op packs. Reapers are the only faction where I pretty much use all 5 of my op packs every single game. It's almost guaranteed. I mean, servers hardly ever use them. Don't like fighting the Geth because I just want to think of Geth like a Firebase White and a Slayer and Engineer, and I hate Slayer and Engineer. But yeah, op packs are a necessity. They definitely are. And this is another tough spot. What do? Use all of my grenades. And, well, they just got murdered. Goodbye, Brute. Just got the 25 sniper kills right there. I'm still trying to figure out what the best class will be for the 75 kill weapons with a weapon, and then 50 biotic or tech kills. I'm thinking if the arc grenade counted as a tech kill, I could probably do it with this class, but since it doesn't, it's much harder. I think, and another thing, lower ground against Reapers, no good. Marauders will light you up. I'm thinking Drow Adept is going to be the best because of all the explosions, and definitely easy to get weapon kills with him like a Talon. The closest I came to it was a Condor game. It was a Wave 8. I think I might have said this before. and my teammates were, it was pretty much a solo run. My teammates were awful. And I had about, I think I had like 60 talent kills and like 48 like beta kills. I was so close to 50 beta kills. And what happens? I run by Banshee, make it about 20 feet by, and good old Magnet Hands did her thing. Even on host that'll happen. This is, I mean, unless you're like trying to get points to improve or impress somebody, just go for the target. I'm getting distracted so hard by those easy kills back there. I mean, of course nobody's missiled yet. Another thing, don't, look at that. I was so mad when that happened. The Banshee, like these are the game-changing moments the Reapers will do all the time. The Banshee teleported right before, right before the missile went off to the higher ground, and then picked up my teammate, saved her, and then it was an easy kill, and the stupid Asari missiled it. If you see a Banshee on armor, unless it's like a total death situation, don't do what she did. That's an easy kill for your team. I'm pretty sure if you missile the first target and you get like a kill streak and you kill all of the surrounding enemies, of course, the next target will switch to the lowest ranking enemy. This is really easy for level 3 or wave 3 targets, because like if you missile an Atlas and you get the kill streak, the next 3 targets will be a Nemesis, and even though they're trolls, that's still a joke. So for wave 10 it would be a Brute or a Ravager. So keep that in mind when doing a target wave. You always want to be in a position at wave 10 to missile spawn. Definitely want to be spread out. And once again, I'm getting distracted by these easy kills. But there you go. There's the game, and just utter distraction. I think I've gone down once. That's because that Banshee bomb wanted my ass. Okay, never mind. There's still a target, and it's a Brute. Not sure why it switched, but you know what? These things happen. So yeah, I am just going to skip to the end because I've run out of things to talk about. Hope you guys take advantage of this class because it's frickin' easy. I think that's the first time I fast forwarded a video in years. Let's just go with that. So there you go, final score, a lot of points. So here's the build real quick, just in case y'all want to see exactly what's going on. Get the weapon damage, movement speed, and then more damage, area of effect, burning damage, dots baby, dots, and then armor damage just to stack it. Arc grenade, want to be as wide as the radius as possible. Tech bursts, and then armor damage, and then damage capacity, power damage, and weapon damage. Decreasing weapons is also another good choice because you can carry 2 fairly heavy weapons and they'll both be light. I mean, earlier I was using a Hornet 10 and a Talon 10, and I had a 195 recharge speed. That was a pretty good combo. Hornet 10 is fairly good with the stabilization mod, so hope you guys enjoyed. And sub if you would like to, yeah, maybe.